One of the presentations I gave here at PGDay Italy 2013 was called Explaining the Postgres Query Optimizer. The Query Optimizer is sort of the brains of the database. It is a section of code that basically decides how we can return the result to the user as quickly as possible. This sophisticated area is actually the area that excited me most when I got involved in the database. How does the system know what I'm asking for? How does it know to return that result quickly or most efficiently? And the presentation basically walked through a number of scenarios showing how you would, how the optimizer effectively returns those results very quickly. We started off by looking at something called scan method. There's actually 3 supported scan methods in the optimizer. One is called a sequential scan, the second is called a bitmap index scan, and the third is called bitmap heap scan. Third one is called an index scan. And I basically showed that depending on the how common a value is requested, the system will automatically choose either a heap scan, a bitmap heap scan, or an index scan to return those results to you. Basically using analyzed statistics, the system knows that, for example, a P is a very common value in the field and a K is not. And therefore, it will use either a sequential scan or index scan depending on how common the value is that you requested. Second part of the talk explained something called join methods. There are actually 4 different types of join methods supported by Postgres. Nested loop, there's 2 types of nested loop joins. There's sequential scan and index scan nested loop joins. There's something called a hash join and something called a merge join. I showed examples of how the optimizer, depending on the query, will choose either of those types of join methods to return the result as efficiently as possible. And finally, I showed some specific examples, of looking up strings that may be common or not common. And I showed an example of the limit clause and how the limit clause can affect the join method that's used by the optimizer. So in general, the presentation was there to give people an idea of what happens when you send a query to Postgres and how Postgres efficiently figures out how to return the results to you as quickly as possible. I hope this has been helpful for you.